And to get started, we're gonna do baling. We're actually gonna make hay bales in this first follow me. So we're gonna have the mowers going. We're gonna have a tedder behind it. We're gonna have a windrower behind it. We're gonna have the baler, and then we're gonna have our auto load baler trailer. This will do all the work for us. All we have to do, sit in this baby, hit GPS, go forward, and these guys will do all the rest of the work. Let me show you how we line everybody up. So first things first, you're gonna jump into each vehicle and start it up and run it as if you were using the equipment. So in this case, this is the tedder. You see, we already have somebody in it. I have it running. The helper is ready to go. The next vehicle behind, we're gonna jump in it. We are going to get our keys. We're gonna jump in the vehicle here. We are gonna unfold the windrow. We're gonna lower the rake, and then we are gonna turn the rake on. So once the rake is turned on, this is the operating position we want to use, right? The helper that we're gonna hire to follow will not be able to control. They're not gonna turn on the machine. They may turn it off if you're using an actual helper, but in this case, they're literally just following you with the equipment that you set up. So make sure all your equipment's set up how you want it. So in order to do this, the function you're gonna want to use is automatic engine start off. That way, when you get in and out of the vehicles, they will remain running with the equipment running. So in this case, we have the rake going. What we're gonna do is hit Control F. Control F. That makes this guy have a lead distance of 25 on this guy. This guy is gonna follow this guy with a distance of 25. So everybody's gonna be 25. In this case, the equipment's not very large. The 25 is about all we need. You guys will get a little bit later in the video. You'll see how to adjust the distances. So now we have a baler going. To get the baler going, we're gonna drop the pickup. We're gonna turn on the, oh, no, we're not. We're actually gonna unfold the baler. And then we are going to turn on the baler. So the baler is now running. This is the operating position we want. So we're gonna keep it just like that, guys. Control F, that is the key. So now the leader, you see up there, leader ahead, distance 25. That's exactly what we want. So now we're gonna get into the trailer. This is a tricky part. This is a little bit more advanced. But basically what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna set operating position, okay? So now this is ready to pick up Bales as it goes by, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna hit Control F. That's gonna get him following the leader, because every control that I'm hitting is right control. The right control underneath your enter key and your shift key, you'll see the right control. Hit that key and then hit F. That is how you're gonna get it to move. All right, so now what? This guy can't follow behind that. It's a bale, right? Because the bales are gonna be coming out. He'll be running them over. So what we're gonna have to do is, oh, I'm sorry. She'll be running them over. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna jump into the tractor in front. Now you see all these directionals on my left, okay? We have follow me offset, which is what we're gonna use in this case. We have follow me wait, which that is really good if you're harvesting. You can actually hit Control H or right shift H. And what will what that will do is actually stop the vehicle, but keep them in follow me mode. That way you can do a turn, or you can like go through a tight position and then let them come behind you. Collision sensor on or off. I highly recommend starting with collision sensor on, especially if they're following directly behind you. Now, if you're using it to offset left or right, collision sensor off is actually better because they're not gonna worry about running into the back, you know, because if they get within 5 feet of your vehicle, they're gonna still try to pass you, which is exactly what you want. Offset cycle. So that's gonna be where if I want them to come back to get behind, we can just cycle it on and off. Dismiss worker, obviously that's when you're done. Behind offset, right shift A and D. Again, that's gonna be left or right. Right shift follow disengage. Shift F. That's basically like getting rid of the worker. You no longer need the worker. You're gonna hit shift F. Behind away, again, shift right shift H. These are just showing you you can use control or shift. Behind distance is W and S. So if you're using something you need to come up beside you, you're going to use right shift W to bring it closer to your vehicle. Right shift S to drop it further behind your vehicle. And again, right shift X is going to turn on and off the cycle. So in this case, we have this trailer behind us, and we need him to go a little bit. Let's get him a little bit to the left of us. Okay, so what we're going to do is right shift, and then we're going to hit A, and A is going to get him to the left. Okay, so let's do 2 left off. Yeah, let's do 2.5 left off. Let's try that for now. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to bring that tractor a little bit to the left of us, and he'll be able to pick the bales up without running them over. Let's try that out, see what happens. All right, so again, we set them up one by one. The lead tractor, and then you go to the next one, Control F, he'll follow. Go to the next one, Control F, he'll follow. Next one, Control F, he'll follow. Next one, she'll follow with Control F. All right, so everybody is ready. You got to do it one by one, and we're going to jump back into our lead tractor that is now ready. It's set up in GPS. So what we're going to do is I'm going to drop this down to about 9 miles per hour on my GPS just to show you guys. We might miss a little bit here. You're going to see the first one's coming, okay? And the first one you see is actually using the tedder, and the tedder is flipping all the grass. So we're getting hay behind us. The next one up is going to be the Windrower. The Windrower is coming right behind, raking it into nice rows for the baler, who's coming up next. Here comes the baler. Notice the rear tractor. Remember, we offset him 2 to the left, right? So let's. I'm gonna turn off these controls real quick so you can see a little bit better. You see how he's perfectly lined up? It looks like. We'll check it. He's gonna drop a baler here in a second, and when he drops that bale, we'll see if that trailer will pick it up. He's stopping a little bit. Let's keep rolling, Colin. Okay, there he goes. He drops the bale. The tractor went by. You see it picks it up right on the trailer. So the trailer is working exactly how it should. All right, guys, and for one of the most common use cases for FollowMe, and also if you do play solo a lot, this is a huge help for when you're on your farm. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a harvester in front. You could use small trucks. You can use a tractor with a small trailer. This is just the use case that we are having. I am going to show you guys how to run this trailer beside this harvester so we don't have to continue following the harvester, catching back up, unloading it, coming back, unloading it, coming back. We're going to use just the FollowMe mod to do all the work. So as you guys remember, we're going to turn these help keys back on. We're going to open the cover to our trailer. We're also going to hit Control F, right? All right, Control F. Go to the world's loudest harvester. And I'm going to show you guys what's going to happen if we just drive straight. We're driving straight. He's doing exactly as we told him to do. What did we tell him to do? We told him to follow us, right? That's not what we need him to do. What we need him to do is to ride to our left. That way he can collect the canola as we collect it. What we're going to do is we're going to pipe out here, okay? What we'll do is we will set him. So we're going to hit right shift and we're going to hit A. Go left. You see the numbers going from 4. Now we're back down to right offs. We're going to go left off and we're going to go, let's try about 9 right now. So we're going to try 9 on the left offs. We're also going to hit right shift and we're going to hit W because we want his distance. So let's try with 5 at first. So you guys see he's not moving, right? I find it the easiest way. This could get kind of annoying to you if they do run into you a lot. But to get the best way and my most convenient way is to hit right shift and then Q. That's going to turn the collision sensor off. So now he is no longer worried about running into this harvester in front. He just wants to get to the point that I told him to get to, regardless of what's in front of him. I find that to be the most convenient way of keeping the trucks from stalling, stopping, stalling, stopping, is just turn the collision sensor off. He's not going to run into our header, and if he does, he will, and you're just going to have to adjust him more. But you can see this offset's pretty good. I'm actually liking where we are, and this is, again, where we hit right shift, and we hit him up. We can put him up a little bit more if we want. So right shift and then W will bring him up a little bit more. But either way, he's still riding right beside us. If I turn right, he's going to turn right. If I turn left, he's going to turn left. All right, so let's say we're going to do this. The best way, especially with crop destruction on, guys, is to do right turns. So for this purpose, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the ledge here. Give me 1 sec. The ledge here, he's still riding pretty close. I could kick him off a little bit more to the left. You see, right shift A is how I moved him a little bit to the left, so now he's 9.5 left off. All right, so once we get to the end, the best way to do this is going to be to reverse. You see how he's already turning, and then we go forward. That's how the follow me will kind of keep up with you. Obviously, once you get your headlands done, you're going to give him a lot more room to turn around. Especially if you're on like a European map or a smaller map. You're going to want to do your headlands before you even try to get the follow me behind you. Otherwise, he is just going to run into the fences and make you jump out of your harvester just to come help him. So definitely do your headlands first and then use the follow me. All right, so now let's say he's full, okay? Or let's say we're about to go to a wooded area where we don't want him to go. We're gonna hit right shift and then H. Now you see it says follower waiting. You see that on there? Follower waiting. So now he's gonna stay exactly where he is. And we're gonna move forward. All right, I got through the obstacle. We need him back. We're gonna hit right shift H. Here he comes. He's ready to come back. Now he's going to roll right up back exactly where he was. Exactly where he was. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go. So you see how convenient this is? This is probably my favorite use of follow me. Using it for the mowers is really cool, but you're paying 5 helpers. There's other ways of doing the mowing by yourself. If you are able to attach both the mowers to the front of the tractor on a tether, but that's for a whole different video. This one's just to show you the convenience of using follow me. Another really cool thing is, look, he does not destroy crops even with crop destruction on. So if you do run into a bind, you need to turn, anything like that, the computer, just like your regular helpers, they do not ruin crops. So you can see he's driving straight through the crop. There's no problem. Now if I were to do it, I destroy the crops. So he's not destroying any crops. We will destroy them, but the helper will not. You could run him like this. For me in my stream on Facebook, I do not use the helper in the crops. It just does aesthetically, it just doesn't look right, and I like to be as real as possible. But I appreciate everybody hanging out today. I am glad I got to show you follow me, because this is probably the most useful tool in the game, especially if you're running solo, or if you're in a time crunch, or if you're lazy like me. It's the best mod available. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Guys, do not forget to hit that subscribe and like button on the YouTube. We'd love to get our custom URL going. Also, check me out on Facebook, fb.gg/scoopsgaming. Thank you guys, and see you on the next video.